we were talking about இதை பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருந்தோம். Sorry, wait. Tenant based architect and அதுல வந்து tenant based architectல வந்து என்னென்ன இதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தீங்க. Software as a service, infrastructure as a service, like அந்த மாதிரி.
Okay, so we covered the basic architecture of Salesforce. We saw the comparison of the Salesforce objects
Salesforce
and records with
SQL something another like I'm sorry.
Card, we also saw the basic navigation, right? Okay, object. Now let's continue with the understanding of what is a account and what is a contact. Okay, fine. So can you please go to service application? You're in how would you go to service application? Okay, fine. Okay, so from here, can you please let me know?
Your voice is breaking. I should let you know. Yeah.
Can you please let me know what are the objects that you see in the service application?
I mean, performance, events, and tasks.
Okay. Yeah. Reports and dashboard is not an object. Chatter is not an object. Home is not an object. Okay. Fine. On accounts. Okay. Now you are in accounts object. So
accounts
go to all accounts. Yeah, recently viewed list viewல இருக்கு. அது அப்படியே all accountsக்கு மாத்துங்க. Yes. Fine. இப்போ all accounts பண்ணிட்டீங்க. இந்த இதுல எத்தனை ரெக்கார்ட் இருக்கு?
ரெக்கார்ட்னா ரோஸ் வந்து 13
எவ்வளவு ரெக்கார்ட் இருக்கு இதுல?
13 ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ்.
13 ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு. இப்போ ஒரு புது ரெக்கார்ட் எப்படி கிரியேட் பண்ணுவீங்க? அக்கவுண்ட் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ல புது ரெக்கார்ட் எப்படி கிரியேட் பண்றது?
I don't know.
Okay, so புது ரெக்கார்ட் எப்படி கிரியேட் பண்ணனும்னா ரைட் சைடுல நியூ பட்டன் ஒன்னு இருக்கு.
Okay.
அத கிளிக் பண்ணிட்டு mandatory fields மட்டும் கொடுங்க. Okay, so account name. இப்போ is nothing but any legal entity that கேக்குதா?
வாய்ஸ் இப்ப கூட பிரேக் ஆயி தாங்க கேக்குது. நீங்க என்டிட்டின்னு சொன்னீங்க, அந்த வேர்ட் வந்து அந்த வேர்ட் மட்டும் தான் கேட்டுச்சு.
ஓகே, சோ அது வரைக்கும்
வாய்ஸ் பிரேக் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு. ஹலோ
ஹலோ
சொல்லுங்க.
ஓகே, so account na enna it is nothing but any legal entity that you deal with in your business. Okay, yep,
okay
sort of legal entity. இப்போ நீங்க வந்து உங்க பிசினஸ்க்காக Salesforce யூஸ் பண்றீங்க, என்னென்ன கம்பெனியோட டீல் பண்றீங்களோ அவங்க எல்லாருமே அக்கவுண்ட். புரியுதா? அவங்க வந்து உங்களோட கஸ்டமரா இருக்கலாம், உங்க
consumer. Hello,
you're a media agency இருக்கலாம். You will save them as an account in your CRM. Is that clear? புரியுதா?
புரியுதுங்க.
Fine. So அப்ப account name னு கேட்டுச்சுன்னா you should always give a company name. Okay, அதுல போயிட்டு you should never give a personal name, I mean a normal name. Okay, fine. இப்போ இதுல mandatory
உங்க வாய்ஸ் பிரேக் ஆகி கேக்குது.
அது எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது அப்படின்னா பிரேக் ஆகுதா?
ஆமா.
Okay. So I see that நீங்க ப்ளூடூத்ல ஆன் ஆகிருக்கு, பட் கேன் யூ செக் தட்? அது ப்ராப்ளமாக கூட இருக்கலாம். நீங்க என்ன டிவைஸ்ல கனெக்ட்?
லேப்டாப், விண்டோஸ்.
உங்க இதை ஆஃப் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஐ மீன் வால்யூம் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, சிஸ்டம் வால்யூம்.
பண்ணிட்டேங்க. சொல்லுங்க. Hello.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Usha.
Are you there? Are you there? Hello.
So what is we are looking at account and contacts. Any CRM in this world, account and contact is very, very important for every CRM because that is the concept for every CRM. So what is an account? What is a contact? So account is nothing but any legal entity that you are dealing with in your business. Okay. So account is nothing but all registered companies that you have a business dealing. It can be your customer, it can be your advertising agency, it can be your supplier, it can be your vendor, it can be anything. Okay. So blindly you can enter, you can capture any company's detail inside your account. Is that clear? Any questions?
Nothing. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, fine. Now, I told you that account is a company, right? You can verify my words by looking at the fields present in this account object. It will have something like a website. It will have number of employees and stuffs like that. If you scroll down, you will see number of employees. Okay, just see. Scroll down slowly. See, do you see the annual revenue employees? See, yeah, okay. So you can capture all. It's there in the top. It's there in the top. See, whenever you are not able to find any field that I'm talking about, or if you are not able to find anything, just press Control F in and search whatever I'm asking you to look at. Okay. For example, if you can't find
Control F. Okay, fine.
Control F, press Control F and type employees. Okay, in the search bar. Yeah.
Okay, fine. In here.
Yes.
Right?
If I'm asking, yes. If I'm asking you to find something and if you're not able to find it quickly, immediately plus on Control F. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Type employees. Okay. So do you see employees annual revenue? So these are the fields that indicate that account is used to capture any sort of registered organizations or registered companies. Okay, clear? So account can be your customers that you deal with, but this customer should be a registered company. Is that clear? It can be your supplier. It can be your
Okay.
vendor, be anything. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you see the
Yeah.
account, you see the account type drop down, click on that. Just search for type.
Excuse me.
Just search for type. TYPE.
Type.
Yes. Yeah. Do you see the account type drop down? Yeah. Come down.
Yeah.
Slightly go down. Click on the drop down.
Which one I should click?
Click on the type drop down. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Here, do you see this prospect? Do you see installation partner? So customer. Within customer itself, they are classifying the customer as direct customer and channel customer, right? Yeah.
Okay.
1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you see that the customer is classified as channel customer and direct customer?
Yeah.
Do you know what it means? So, see, any business can get its customers directly, okay, or
Okay.
it can get through one of the channel. There will be multiple channels through which a customer can come. Okay, when you advertise in maybe in a radio, right? Okay, there will be few
Okay.
customers visit your business based on a radio advertisement. There will be few
Okay.
customers who visit your business from a social media, and others will come directly to you based on your store, right? So customers
Okay.
can be okay. So that's the reason
Okay.
they're classified as two types: direct and channel-based customers.
That's all. Okay.
Fine. So
Yeah.
this clearly tells you that this is nothing but an organization, and your customers can be your customer. I mean, your account can be your customers. It can be your installation partners. It can be your vendors, suppliers, anything. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So questions.
No, nothing.
Okay. So next one is just click on save. Click on save.
Sale.
Um,
1 second. இங்கேருந்து போடுவாங்க.
button.
சரி, அங்க போ.
Click on save. I said save.
Sale, right?
Yes. A for apple, V for victory, E for energy.
Save.
Yeah. Do you see the save button there?
Oh, save button, right? This one. I'm sorry. Seriously, I'm sorry.
Please check your headset, or if you're using a system, increase the system volume, please, because I have seen most of the students, they would have a medium volume in their system. Okay. Fine. So you have successfully created a new account record called as Walmart now. Okay, clear? Fine.
Yeah.
Now, let's understand what is a contact. So any CRM and every CRM will have something called as account and contact. So now what is a contact? Contact is nothing but, so you have purchased this Salesforce CRM for your business, right? So, and you want to capture your customers, your
Yeah.
vendors, suppliers, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's going to be captured inside Salesforce. And if you want to capture any individual persons, for example, let's say you're having an AC store, okay? Maybe
Okay.
you're having, okay? You run a AC store where you
Okay.
get air conditioners from a manufacturer, maybe Hitachi, okay, or maybe LG,
Okay.
okay, manufacturer that
Okay.
you want, just purchasing this air conditioners from them, and you are having a store, okay. Now you are not, you're just selling the ACs to your customer, you're just selling the air conditioners, you are not going to
Okay.
install, okay. For installation, you are referring a company, basically an installation partner, who's basically a company. They will go to your customer's place, they will install it. Okay. So
Yeah.
in that case, how will you save them in CRM? Will you save them as an account or a contact? They are a registered organization. They have a lot of employees who will go to your customer's place and install these air conditioners. So they will be saved as accounts. Is that clear? Because they are registered persons, correct?
Can you please repeat that? Can you please repeat that?
Okay, so I just said that you will save them as accounts in your CRM. Why are we saving them as accounts? Because they are a registered organization, which is going to help you in installing the ACs for your customers. Is that clear?
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
now it's
On
clear.
the other on the other hand, you will have some persons, okay? They are just a freelancers, okay? They don't work for any companies, but these are
Okay.
technicians
Sounds
who know how to install an AC, okay?
okay.
So you will also refer some individual persons. Let's take Ashwin as a AC technician. He knows how to install an AC. He
Install.
knows how to
Yes.
service an AC. But this Ashwin,
Okay.
he is not working for any company. Okay, he's just an
Yeah.
individual. In that
Okay.
case, you save him as a contact because he's an individual person, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you would save any individual person with whom you are dealing in your business as a contact.
Okay.
Okay. So blindly,
The
any
company,
individual
the
person,
company comes under with the accounts, and if it's a individual person means
it
it
can
will be a
be,
contact. Contact. Okay.
yes. So can we quickly go and create a contact? Please click on object contact. Go to contacts. Yes. No. I want you to click on contacts in the object. No, not here, not here. Close this. Click on cancel. Do you see contacts in the top?
Yeah.
Yes. Click new contact. You don't need to give the all fields. You can just give the mandatory fields. Okay. Just give the last name.
Last name.
Yes. Now, I told you that a contact is nothing but a individual person, right?
Individual person.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. In order to verify that, you can see that there is a field called as birthday. Okay. Can
Excuse me.
you will see a field called as birthday.
Okay.
Scroll down and verify
Birthday,
if
right?
one.
Okay. Birth
Okay.
date, right?
Yeah. So this clearly tells you that contact is nothing but an individual person. Clear?
Okay, okay, okay. If it's a company, the this one will be very different, right? Everything will be
Yes, it will
different.
be
Okay, okay,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. Right. Now just save this contact. Now, this contact is a freelancer, meaning he is working with you
But
without
not with any company.
any organization. Correct? Is that
Yeah,
understood?
yeah,
But I'm going to tell you that, let's say you're dealing with IBM. IBM is your customer. Okay. So
yeah.
IBM has reached out to you to install air conditioner in their new facility. Okay.
Okay.
Now, how will you save IBM in your CRM? Will you save it as account or contact?
CBM has contact accounts, right? Account.
Yes, you will save IBM as account. Okay.
IBM has account.
Yeah. Can you please create IBM as a as your customer in CRM quickly? Yeah. Okay. Now, that's okay. You don't need to give all the fields, okay? Just click on save. Just click the
Okay.
mandatory fields alone, okay? And just click on save. Now, a
Okay.
question to you.
Yeah.
When you
Ask me.
said that IBM is your customer, did
Okay.
IBM walk up to you or to your store and ask that, hey, we need some air conditioners to be installed in our campus? Did they do that? Did the building come to you, IBM campus building, did it come to you? Or did a person from IBM came up to your store and requested for installation of air conditioner? How did it happen?
I think the person will come, right?
Yeah, the person, maybe
Will
an
come.
authority from IBM would have called you, or he would have visited your store. Then he would have requested you to install an air conditioner in his new campus, right? So,
Yeah.
account is nothing but a legal entity. But inside this legal entity, you are going to have individual persons who will work for this organization, correct? Who will work for this account.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
inside an account, you will surely need to add some individuals who are nothing but the contacts. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now go to contacts. So in order now create a new contact. Let's say that a person called as Ashwin from IBM. Okay. He has contacted you. Okay. So what should you do
Okay.
now? Give the last name as Ashwin. Give the last name as Ashwin. And it is asking you for the account name. Do you see the account name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now select IBM, which means that it's an individual person. He is working for IBM. Okay.
IBM. Okay. Okay.
He is dealing with you in your business. So that's the reason you are saving his details in CRM. Okay. Now click on save.
Okay.
Click on save. Okay. Done.
Yeah. I'm done already.
Is this clear? Any questions? So there can be two kinds of contacts. One is that they work for a company. Another one is that
Yeah.
they do not work
Individual
for a.
people.
They are just like a freelancer. Okay,
Yeah.
is that clear? Okay. Now
It's clear.
you added a contact from the contact object, and this contact was working for a account, right? So do you see that
Yeah.
account and contact are related to each other? Account is the parent, and contact is the child. Clear?
Yeah. Sometimes the contact is individual, right? It
Yes,
turns
contact
related
is
to the accounts.
yeah, but
When the
individual can
contact
either
is freelancer, it doesn't belong with the account, right? So I mean, doesn't related with the accounts.
sorry.
When the contact is a freelancer, it won't
He does not
relate with
belong to
the
any account.
accounts.
Yeah. He will not belong to any account. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we will move on to the next concept. Okay, we saw what is account and contact. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now we just looked at accounts and contacts, right? Yeah. So any questions from this?
No.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so the next
Okay.
topic that we're going to look at today is nothing but objects. So,
Objects. Yeah.
I already explained what is an object. Object is nothing
Yeah.
but a container to contain similar
Container to
records.
contain records. Yeah.
Account is an object. Contact is an object. But was this object created by you? Did you create it?
No.
No, it was already there. You just went
Yeah.
ahead and created some new records inside this object. But did you
Yeah.
create it? No, right? It was already
Still,
there in
it was
Salesforce.
already
Okay.
there. Yeah. In
Yeah.
another, I mean, like SQL or something, we create the object, right? As a
Correct,
table.
correct. You create it as tables,
Okay.
but in Salesforce,
As a table, yeah.
yeah,
In so
we
okay.
have something called as three kinds of objects are present in Salesforce. One is standard
Okay.
object. Another one
Standard
is
object.
custom object. Another one is external object. So there are three kinds of objects: standard, custom,
Standard.
and external. Okay.
Okay.
So what is standard object? Anything which is anything which is created by Salesforce themselves is called as standard object. Meaning that
Anything?
you
Excuse
did
me.
not create, you never created it, the standard objects. It
Okay.
was already present in the sales,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
as a user of Salesforce, you can never create a standard object. Okay, is that clear?
Okay. It's
You
clear.
will never create a standard object. Fine.
Standard object.
So
Okay.
yes, custom objects. So you
Okay.
can create your custom objects as per your business requirement. Okay, is that clear?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
it's clear.
So third one is the external object. Now you are going through the admin course now.
Okay.
Through the admin course, as a
Yeah.
Salesforce admin, you will never be able to create an external object because external object requires some coding to be done. Only when you do some coding, you will be able to create an external object. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. I got it.
Fine. Now, let me just tell you how to create a custom object. So for that, you will have to go to setup. Go to setup.
Yeah. Setup. Wait.
You go to setup. Close the search bar. Where will settings be in Facebook? In Facebook, where will the settings be? Yeah, that's all. So click on setup. Okay. So from here, you're going to create a new custom object. So do you see something called as object manager there? Click on
Object
that.
manager.
Near the top left. Top left, do you see object manager? Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Oh. Mhm.
So if you want to create a custom object, okay, or if you
Okay.
want to modify anything related to object, you want to go and modify a existing standard object. So
Okay.
object manager is a place where you can create objects, you can modify objects, you can delete object and do all these kind of stuffs. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So
Fine.
inside object manager, you will see all the standard objects. Okay. Now we are going
Okay.
to create custom object now. Okay. So do you see
Okay.
the object account activity? Each of these objects is having a API name, and in the type, do you see it is being called as standard object? Okay. Now
Okay.
we are going to create a custom object. So how will you create a custom object? To the top right side, do you see a drop down which says create? Click on create. Okay.
Create. Okay.
When you click on create, you see two options. One to create a
Custom
custom
object.
object, and one
Okay.
other one is to create a custom object from a Excel sheet or a spreadsheet. Okay. So
Okay.
when you clicked on the create button, did you have an option to create a standard object or an external object?
No, because we
Yes.
can't create a standard object and also
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
external object too.
You can never create a external object as a admin. You need some coding skills. Then
Coding
only
skills.
you.
Okay.
Okay. Done.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
So now on custom object, first option. Second option, we're going to do that in a separate topic called as data import. Okay. Fine.
Data import. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Is this like alteration of custom object? Is this kind
Sorry.
of new? Nothing. Nothing.
Okay. See, the second option, we're going to have a separate class called as data import and export. Okay.
Data
At that time, you
okay.
will know how to. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So for now, click on the first option, which is called as the custom object. Click on the first option. Okay. So this is the screen which allows you to create your custom object. So first you have to give the name of this object. So before we start creating a custom object, let's pick up a real world scenario. Okay. So which domain are you from? Oh, you told me that this is your first thing, right? You have not been into any job. Okay. So let's choose a generic domain. Okay. Let's take Mm, let's take Swiggy for example. Okay, you know Swiggy, right? Swiggy. Yeah, yeah. What are they into? They are into delivering food, right? They are into food delivery. Right? So let's create a project which will basically do the job of food delivery. Okay, we will get a similar Salesforce, but you will not get a mobile app. Okay, our objective goal is to just to create a application which will work for the Swiggy business, food delivery business. But don't ever think that this is going to be a mobile app that we are creating. Okay, yeah, fine. So in food delivery business, what is the most important thing that you need to take care of? It's your orders, right? It's your orders from your customers, right? So let's create an important object called as orders. Let's call this as Swiggy orders. Okay. So while you are creating an object, Salesforce is going to ask you a question. Okay, what is the name of the object? And when you're going to provide the name, you give it in two forms. One is in singular, another one is in plural. So just say Swiggy order in the label field. Okay. Swiggy order. So when you're creating something new, always have the habit of making the first letter in capital. Okay. And if you're anything, whatever you're creating, if it has got two parts, make the second word, as also as capital. Okay. That's all. So plural label will be Swiggy orders. Okay. That's all. Okay. So now come down. You have given the label. So description is nothing but you have to give the reason why you are creating the Swiggy order object. So you can just say created for the purpose of storing orders from customers. Okay. That's all. You don't need to give the description every time, but I'm just telling it for your understanding. Okay. Yeah. Okay, done. Fine. So next is the next important thing that I want you to know is that in a given screen, in a given Salesforce screen, there will be multiple options, okay, which will be related to Salesforce admin, Salesforce consultants, functional consultants, Salesforce developers. So there will be multiple options related to all these three roles, okay. So we will be looking only things related to a Salesforce admin. Okay, we are not in the developer course or the Salesforce functional consultant course. Okay, so anything which is related to admin, we look at that, and anything which is related to development or functional consultant role, we'll never touch it. Okay.
Just the admin role.
Basic consultant introduction section in our end of the course. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So now, can you please scroll up slightly? Now, see, it's asking you for the record name. So under this object, why are we creating this object? We want to create records to it, right? Yeah. That's the reason one object will have multiple records. Now, Salesforce is asking, hey man, you're trying to create an object. So what will be the name of this records? When I say record name, see, when there are multiple students in a class, will
Okay.
you call the students, if you are a teacher, right? If you're a teacher
Mm,
or if you're a team,
yeah.
when there are multiple students, how will you identify each of these students in a class? Will you use
With
the,
their name.
by name, right?
By name.
But
Yeah.
what will happen if there are multiple people with the same name?
We use with we add their initial with them with their name.
Initial. So even when there are multiple people with the same name, a teacher does not call or the teacher does not identify the student using the student ID or the student roll number. Student ID and roll number is there, but
Yeah.
never in this
Yeah. Yeah.
world, I mean, a teacher is going to
They
call
won't.
the student ID. Hey, student 123, please come. Hey, student 321, what happened to your project? So people don't deal with the students using their student ID, but still we need them. That student ID is a unique number.
Yeah.
Even though when we have a unique number, we still use student name. Even though there are multiple students with the same name, we stick on to the student name as the colloquial form for communication in our daily proceedings, right? So
Yeah.
similarly, Salesforce is asking, hey, you're creating an object. What is the colloquial way of which you will refer to this object's record? Is it the ID? Is it the name or the ID? So see, if you look at the data type, when it's text, it is nothing but the name. If you can change the data type to number, you can use the ID. Okay. For example,
Oh, okay.
every order, when you create an order, you will get an order ID. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
which is the appropriate way in real world to refer to a Uber order or sorry, a Swiggy order? Is it the order ID or the order name?
Order ID.
Order ID. So, depending on certain objects, every object, the way we use it in the colloquial world will change. If it is the student, even though we have student ID, but still we will prefer to use student name,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When it comes to the order, even though we can give the order name, it does
Yeah.
not
We
sound to
use the
be
order.
for
Yeah.
us. We might need to
We go
use
with the
the
order
order type.
number. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So in
Yeah.
order to identify which one is whether the name or the ID, you have to think it in the real world perspective. So for example, when you have a problem with the order, you call the call center and you tell the order ID first to your agent, the support
Yeah.
agent.
Of course. Yeah.
Based on order ID only, he is going to help you. If you're going to say order name is from Usha, ma'am, he'll say we have thousands of Usha. Which Usha, ma'am? Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. So, depending on the business, depending on the real world perspective, you have to choose the record identifier. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in this case, change the record name to Swiggy order ID. Okay. Make S capital, O capital, ID capital. Okay. Swiggy order ID.
Yeah.
First Swiggy order ID. Change the record name. No, no. Change the record name to Swiggy order ID. Yes. Now, this data type is a auto number. What do you mean by auto number? So, in order to generate the Swiggy order ID, if we manually do that, there will be a lot of confusions. Okay, we will not remember if we gave the order number 502, right? But the system
Okay.
knows. So that's the reason we are leaving the job of creating the IDs to the system. Auto number is nothing but the system is automatically going to generate the number and it will
Oh,
always be
okay.
unique. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yes, when you ask the system to generate the auto number, it's asking you a question. Hey, in which format do you want? So display format, do you see the example? Don't change it to text, please. It should be an auto number. Okay, because we
Yeah.
need Swiggy order. Now, do you see that
Okay.
format? See that format
Yeah.
from A? till that bracket, copy from
Yeah,
A. I,
I'm mentioning that. Can you see that I'm mentioning this, right? This one.
yes, copy that
Yes.
fully in display format. Copy it. Okay. Click it and paste it. Okay. So you should paste it in the format which is given in the example. Okay. Use the same format.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
used the alphabet A and hyphen. Copy the
Yeah.
full thing and paste it there.
One sec. One sec. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a call. Yeah, tell me. Sorry, Mr. Ashwin.
Just copy the whole thing in the example. Do you see A
Up
hyphen
to the
40,
A8. Okay.
including that? No, don't include what is this. Just the
Sorry.
A hyphen
Yeah. Okay, fine.
4 zeros and the bracket. Okay. Yeah. Now paste it in the display format. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Now in the display format, right? We don't want this to be like this. Instead of A, delete A alone and change it to SWG. Okay. It's just a short form for Swiggy. Okay. Go to display format, please.
Actually, your voice is breaking. I'm sorry. Could you please repeat that?
Okay. So click on the alphabet A in display format. Delete it.
Click.
Delete the
Okay.
alphabet. Yeah. And
Yeah,
in
yeah, I
that
deleted
place,
them.
type
Yeah.
SWG. Yes. WG.
W. Okay.
Why did I give SWG? Because it is an indication that this is a Swiggy order.
Okay.
SWG.
Okay.
So you can make
Okay.
SWG in capital. Okay. It's fully capital SWG.
Oh, computer temple. Okay.
That's all. Okay. Fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now you have given the format of your auto
Okay.
number. It's
Okay.
you from
So it will start with from 000 and after that 001, right? Like that. Again, your voice is breaking.
okay, just give the starting number as 1, okay?
Just one.
Yes. If you give starting number as 1, it will come as Swiggy hyphen 1. If you give starting number as 10, what will happen? It will be Swiggy hyphen 10.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
click on save. Okay. So you successfully created an object now, okay?
Okay.
But I wasn't done with my explanation. You saved the object before doing an important thing, okay?
Yeah, I didn't
Let's
save. I didn't save this. It was accidentally done. I don't know how it happened.
okay. Don't click on the save, okay? Fine.
Okay.
Please create a
Can I
new
go back?
object. No, you can't go back. You can't do anything with that. Okay. Now create a new object. Let's create a new object. So you created Swiggy order, right?
Yeah.
So next thing, just give me a
Yes.
minute,
Zomato.
okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't create Zomato orders. Let's create another object which is going to help us, okay? So we have
Okay.
created the order object. So what is going to be inside the customer orders? They would have ordered some food items, right? So we
Yeah.
need to add that into the system, okay? So let's create an
Okay.
object called a food item. Give the label as food item.
Yeah. I will do.
No. You have to give the object as food item. The name of the object should be food item.
I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Uh,
What should I?
Give the name as food item. Type food item there.
Yeah, that's what I typed. Paratha, right?
Type the name of a food item. I just want you to type food item. FOOD.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm done.
So now give the record name. Give the record name as food item name. Okay. Change it from Zomato name to food item name. Okay. Now, what would be the best way to refer to a food item? Is it based on the food item ID or food item name?
Food item name.
Okay. In that case, leave the data type as text. That's all. If you want to
Text.
change
Yeah.
the ID, change it to auto number. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, okay. So there is something called as optional features, right? So just enable all of these except the last one. I'll explain each of the automatic optional features now. Okay. Now in Swiggy organization, wouldn't they have a need to find out which is the best selling item? They want to find out which is the best selling food item. Is that I mean, is there a need for that? The business?
Yeah, I think so. In business, we need to know about, yeah, about that, right?
Yes. Right. So
I think yes.
they might also want to take a report on the total sale that happened on a particular week, on a particular month, on a particular
Yeah.
year, on a particular
Yeah.
quarter, right?
Yeah.
So they would need reports. So if they need to generate or I mean if they need to generate reports based on this object, only when you enable this option called as allow reports, they will be able to generate a report. If you uncheck this, against this particular object, they will never be able to churn any kind of reports. Okay? Yeah, fine. So
Okay.
the next activities. I told you what is an activity in our first class. I explained you a lot of use cases, right?
Emails, that kind of SMS, that kind of messages is those are
Yes.
activities.
Yes.
Okay.
So against this object, if you
Okay.
need some activities, you can enable it. If you feel there is never going to be an activity against this object, you can disable it. Simple. Now, there is an option
Okay.
called field history. What does that mean? This track field history is just like our grandmother sitting in our houses. Okay, you would have seen it
Okay.
in old village houses. If someone walks
Yeah.
into your house and if they take something, this old grandmother will observe and tell it to the people present in that house, right? Just
Yeah.
like that, Salesforce is also going to observe everything that all of the users are going to be doing inside Salesforce. If Ashwin is going to go into Salesforce and
Okay.
if there is an option called as curd rice, Ashwin does not like curd rice. Okay, what might he
Okay.
do? He might go into system and he might delete curd rice. What will this track field history do? It will tell that Ashwin, a user called as Ashwin, deleted curd rice in food item by this date, by this time. So it will
Okay.
record everything. Okay, that is called as
Okay.
track field. If you need to capture this track field history, enable it for this particular object. If you think it is not required, disable it. That's all. Okay.
Okay.
Allowing.
Simple.
Okay, what is chatter? Let me explain what is chatter. Chatter is a internal communication tool that works similar to Twitter.
Okay.
Just imagine an internal communication tool which is present inside Salesforce, but the goal is not to communicate with external people. People see, every organization purchases Salesforce. Why are they purchasing? They are going to use it for their business. When we say
Yeah.
they are going to use it for the business, they will bring all their employees into Salesforce as users, right? So
Users. Yeah.
so all the employees, all the users inside Salesforce are nothing but the employees of an organization, right? And
Yeah.
there is always a necessity for these employees to coordinate and work, right? So if that is the case, then we can use the startup tool. It's an internal collaboration tool. So if
Okay.
you want if you want to enable this collaboration for this object that you're creating, you have to check this allow in chatter groups. Clear?
Okay. Yeah, it's clear.
So
I
we'll
got it.
have a separate topic called as chatter, okay, where I'll be taking you through the chatter features, how you can enable chatter, what can be
Okay.
done in chatter. We're going to discuss that in a
Okay.
separate, okay? But
Separate
for
class.
now,
Okay.
how to
Okay.
create a custom object, okay? Fine.
Okay.
So all the optional features is done. Any questions?
No, nothing.
So next one is object classification. Allow
Question. Yeah.
sharing is a generic option, which will be used by admin, developers, and consultants. But the
Okay.
remaining two, whenever you see something related to API, that is related to a Salesforce developer. Okay? Yeah. So
Okay.
I will not meaning that. Allow sharing
Yeah.
means that people
Okay.
can share. Let's say I'm creating a food item. Okay. Now,
Okay.
uh, share this details, whatever food item that I created, I can share it with my team members. Now,
Yeah.
this is by clicking on the share button. Okay. In order to
Yeah.
enable that, enable the sharing mechanism, you have to click allow sharing. If you disable
Yeah.
it, what will happen? People will never be able to share it. Okay. Fine.
Sure. Yeah.
Again, we're going to look at we have a separate topic called as security where we'll be discussing all these details. Okay, fine. Now
Okay.
going on to option which is called as the deployment status. So
Okay.
should when you're creating an object, right? If you want
Mm.
your users in Salesforce to use it, you have to mark it as deployed. Okay. See,
But
creating
okay.
an object like creating a movie. Okay. When a movie
Okay.
is being created, it won't be ever interesting to watch it, right? Only when everything
Yeah.
post production is done, after you screen it on a theater, it would be interesting to watch. But when they are shooting the movie, it is just like an object in development, which means that only when an object is marked as in development, only you can see that, right? When a movie is being taken, only the crew, right? Only the movie crew can, only when the direction team crew will be allowed
Yeah.
to see what is.
Producer. They can see. Yeah. They only can see.
That is the option. Okay. Yeah. So last one is nothing but last important leg is nothing but as an admin, if you want to save time, your time, when you're
Okay.
creating a custom, most important thing for you is that you have to click the last checkbox, launch new custom tab wizard. Don't ever forget to
This.
uncheck this. Okay, if you forget, you will be wasting 10 minutes of your time. Okay.
Okay.
So, why are we checking this? When you are creating an object, you have to create something called as a tab. So, creating an object is similar to creating a house, building a house. Can you get
Oh
inside a house without a main door?
no.
No, right? So,
No.
your
No. We
house is
can't.
object. Okay. Your
Okay.
main door is nothing but your tab. Okay. At the
Okay.
end of creation of object, Salesforce is asking you, hey, do you want to create a tab? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If you
want to
want
create.
to
We
check,
have
you
to.
have to create a tab. Okay. That's all.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
enable this option for sure. If you don't enable this object, if you don't enable this checkbox, what will happen? Your house will be constructed and it will be residing
Not
in
there.
Salesforce.
Not there. Yeah. Okay.
Not able to go or access it. You will never be able to even see that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Never able
So
to
tab
open that,
means
right? You can
yeah,
see, you
you
can open. Okay,
yeah, you can't do anything with
and
that. Okay.
okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Now, just
Yeah.
click on allow search. What is this allow search? I told you the purpose of search bar. Using search bar, you can search the records present inside your object. So, what is the object name? It is food item, right? So,
Sometimes,
inside
yeah.
food item, we would create objects like paratha, biryani, whatever food items that we are going
What?
to sell, right? Now,
Yeah.
in the search bar, I can go and search for paratha. If I search paratha, it will show that under food item object, there is a record called as paratha, right? So
Yeah.
if you want your users to use the global search bar to search for the this object's record, then you have to enable allow search. Clear?
Excuse me.
If you
I'm
want
sorry,
your
please.
user, okay,
If I
to
want,
search
I'm sorry. If I want, if what I want, your voice is breaking. I'm sorry.
if you want your users to search for the records of this object, enable allow search. Okay. If you don't want them to search, just disable it. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay,
Fine. Now click on save. Okay.
okay,
So your give the object name. Just click on object label. Okay. Just click on label. Object name will be automatically generated. Click on plural label now. That's all. Okay. The object name will be automatically generated. Okay. So just read the error message. Just quickly read the error message. Error message in the bottom below object name. Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. Content underscore and alphanumeric characters. It must be unique, begin with the letter, not into spaces. It's like a Facebook password.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this wherever you see something called as name, okay, it refers to the API name. Let me explain what is API name to you. Okay. API
Yeah.
name, first please understand that there are multiple roles inside Salesforce projects. So, as an admin, you will be you will never be involved into coding. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you will start certain requirements of your project, and not everything can be done without coding. An admin can configure only requirements, certain requirements. But after that, for certain requirements, you might need to be doing some code. Okay, you will have to code. In
Okay.
that case, you will start that work. Whichever portion is not doable by a admin will be passed on to a developer, where he will continue the remaining work. How can he
Oh,
continue? Created an object called as food item. Now, inside his code, if he wants to refer the food item and do some work, how will he use that food item? For that, there is something called as API name. Whether you create an object, whether you create a field, whether you create a page layout, or whether you do whatever in Salesforce, you will have something called as API name. So it
okay.
will not be referred as API name in the screen. You will see wherever you see name, okay, mostly
Okay.
80% to the API name. And this
Okay.
API is automatically generated by the system. If you want, you can correct it. Okay, you can edit it. But
Oh,
when you
okay.
edit, you make sure that if there are spaces in your word, I mean, in whatever object name or API name that you're giving, it can never
Okay.
contain spaces. Instead of spaces, you have to give underscore. Okay,
Oh, okay. Okay. There is
and this
no.
API name, so this API name will be used in the developer's coding.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they will use to do the remaining work that you have left out. Okay.
Okay.
Understood? Yeah. So this is with respect to the API name. That's all. So now
Okay.
click on save. Okay. So your object will be successfully created. The next step is to create the main door. Okay, house is created. Now it is asking you to create the main door. You created the first object called a Swiggy order, right? But you forgot to create the main door, right?
Yeah, yeah. The final option.
Yeah, after we finish this, you will understand it. Okay. So now select the tab style. Tab style is just nothing but an indication. For every house, you might have some name board, right? Just to quickly identify the house. Like that, we have this tab style. Okay. Just choose anything. Just click on anything. The icon, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anything is fine. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I just
now just click on next. Okay.
what did you say?
Click on next button in the bottom.
Oh, next book. Okay, sorry. Choose homepage custom link.
No, I said click on the next button. You don't need to give the description and all. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Salesforce is asking you a important thing. Okay. Once you have created this object, once we have created object is similar to your house, right? Once you have
Yeah.
constructed your house, Salesforce is asking, I mean, you're creating the main door, right? And you're creating the main door, the engineer is asking you, hey, can I give the keys to everyone in the road, or shall I give it only to the important house members? It is asking you. So what will be your
One,
answer?
just a one key for the important person.
Only for the important persons. So
Important.
you
Yeah.
are building main door for your house, and it's it Salesforce is now asking you, hey, how should I hand over the keys? Should it be to everyone walking inside the road or to your family members? Right? So whenever you are creating something new inside Salesforce, Salesforce is not artificially intelligent. Okay, it is a dumb application. It does not know the security, the kind of classification that it has to deal with it, right? It does not know whether you're creating a sensitive object. Okay, let's assume that you
Okay.
are creating salary object, okay, inside Salesforce.
Okay.
Now all these employees will be able to see the salary object, okay, and its record. So what will happen? Salesforce, when you're creating the salary object, it will ask you, hey, are you creating an object which is sensitive? It will tell you that, hey, I do not know anything about it. So you are the person, you are creating this object. If this is sensitive, you configure the security for this object. Should salary be visible to everyone in the organization, salary details of all employees?
No. No.
No, only to the HR department and finance department. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In certain cases, even your team lead will never know your salary. When I'm being hired as a new person to the team, only the managers know it because they are the one who approve the budget for me, right? So only
Yeah.
my manager will be knowing. Not even my reporting team lead will know my salary. So when
Mm.
you are adding salary in Salesforce, Salesforce is asking you a question in step 2. Hey Baba, please tell me, to whom should I provide access to this salary object? Shall I provide it to all or just to the persons that you tell me? Okay, that is what
Hello.
Salesforce is asking you in this step. So you
Okay.
have to decide carefully to which all profiles you should enable it. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
am I audible? Clear?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Tell me.
I'm in. I just received a call, so you would have lost me for a second. So I'm back now. Okay.
That is just a fraction second. No problem at all.
Sorry.
That is just a fraction of second. No problem at all. I said.
Okay. Fine. Now,
Okay.
in step 2, it is asking you the security configuration. Depending on the sensitivity of the object, you have to configure it. Okay. So we have a separate topic called as profile. At that time, I'll tell you how to configure it. For now, you can just click on next. Okay. But only one thing that you need to remember is that your profile is system administrator. I told you in the first class. Whenever
Yeah.
you create an organization in Salesforce, your organization becomes a tenant. And the whoever is
Yeah, tenant.
creating
Yeah.
it, the first user is made as the system administrator. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you have to ensure in this step 2 that for you, system administrator, is this tab kept on. So it is already kept on in the bottom. See? So you have to
Yeah.
just ensure that and then click on next. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it's time for you to decide. You see, object is just like sun. Most of my students will get confused here. Object will, there'll be only one object. There is only one sun for the whole world, right? Right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
just that sun is setting in India, it doesn't mean that I mean sun is setting in India and sun is seen in US, right?
Yeah.
When you ask a person in India and when you ask a person in maybe in some part of within India itself,
Your
maybe
voice
if you
is
go,
breaking again. Hello. Hello.
okay,
Your voice is.
go to, if you go to Delhi in India and if you are in Chennai in India, both these people see the sun, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean there are two sun or only one sun?
Only one.
One. Like that, your object is just one. It will
Okay.
be displayed in multiple applications. In step 3, it is asking you, hey, which application should I display this object that you're creating? Okay. So you can select
Yeah.
whichever application is required as per your business. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever your business is saying, you can select it. Remaining can be unchecked. Okay. So whichever application that you are checking, in that area only your object will be visible. If you are unchecking some of the applications here, it won't be visible in that application. Is that understood?
Oh, okay. Whatever I check, that will be displaying in the application.
Yes. For example, you select only in service application. Okay. What you do now is
Yeah.
just do you see the include tab in the top right? Just uncheck it. Uncheck the
Actually,
include tab.
I can understand. I can relate with this with the um like the price. I mean the price range or the design or whatever with somewhat. If we buy a house, we can relate with it, right? If we choose the options.
See, any example, whichever is actually fitting the scenario, you can use it. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
fine. Now, just click on the include tab in the top. No, no, no. Do you see include tab? Just search for
What?
Control F include tab. No, no. Just search Control F include tab. Not that. Not that. Control F in your keyboard.
Control.
Type
Okay.
Control F. Type include tab. Not induce tab. Include tab. Maybe you are
Include tab.
typing it. Oh, okay. Fine. Yeah.
Include tab only later.
Okay, super. Just uncheck that checkbox. Just
Which one I
uncheck.
should answer?
Yes, include, just uncheck it. Uh, See, what is the purpose of searching something? It is going to show you there, right? Wherever it is
Yeah.
showing, uncheck it there. Do you see orange color include tab in the screen? Uncheck it. Yeah. Now, just enable this for service application. Do you see standard service? Yeah, enable it only for that application. In
Okay.
the,
One sec.
yeah, just check that out. Which means that
Okay.
this object will be available only in standard service application. It will not be available in the rest of the other applications. Clear?
Okay.
Now
Yes.
click on next.
Good. There is no next button.
Click on next. Scroll down and please click on next. No. I'm sorry. Why did you enable all other applications? I just asked you to enable only for the service application, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just click on save. Yeah, I'm sorry. Click on save.
Okay.
That's all. So your house is constructed and your main door is also constructed for food item object. Whereas for Swiggy order, only the house was constructed, no main door was constructed. Now, for food item object, which application did you enable it?
Standard. Excuse.
Standard service. So go to standard service, please.
Should I go back or what?
I want you to open standard service application. How will you open an application from setup? Yes. Now, do you see food items here? The right side, right end, middle of the screen, food item is there. You see food item? Yes. Click on that. Okay. Now you are able to see the food item. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now create a new food item record, please. Click on new button in the right side. Yeah. So create a new food item. Whatever is your favorite food, just give the name of it. Okay. Now save it. That's all. So you created your object, you created your tab, and you successfully created your first record inside this object. Understood?
Yeah.
Now, next thing I want you to explore is that you enable this food item object only in the service application. Go to marketing application, check if food item is there. Is food item here?
No, there is no food. Yeah.
Because why? Because you wouldn't enable it in the other applications except service. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, go to any application that you want. You will never find the Swiggy order. Is Swiggy order present in marketing? Go to service, check
No.
if Swiggy order
No.
because
No.
you didn't build the main door. You forget to do it, right? You accidentally
Yeah,
just
the last option. Yeah, I didn't enable it. Yeah, yeah.
yes. Okay. So
Okay.
I'll tell you how to construct the main door in that case. For all these forgotten cases, I'll tell you how to fix it. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Now, let's create a custom object and you understand how it works with respect to applications. Whatever application that you enable, it will be visible only in that. Now,